What is up guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Style. Welcome back to this video where we are going to be taking a look at the Barbarian King League in the MLCW. And you can see we have D-Crew against Phoenix Legacy. And D-Crew did pick up that victory by 10 stars. So a massive 74 stars, 1 star off a perfect war against Phoenix Legacy's 64. So without further ado, let's roll this intro and go and check out some of these attacks. So the first one we are going to be taking a look comes in from Nerve, who is featured in so many of my D-Crew recaps. He brings in 3-star after 3-star in so many of their league wars. So a big shout out to this guy. But you can see he is going to be coming in with this infamous P.E.K.K.A. Hog Rider attack. Now I'm sure plenty of other clans do this, but for me, this is the D-Crew attack. At Town Hall 10, so many of their players use this attack. In fact, I think the majority of their Town Hall 10 triples in this war came from this attack. And if you are looking to brush up on your P.E.K.K.A. hog skills at Town Hall 10, I do have a video out on my channel. It came out very recently, and I will leave a card right about here, so if you want to, at the end of the video, you can go in and check that out for yourselves and learn firsthand from the D-Crew guys how you can do this. But you can see Nerve is going to be coming in from this top right hand side of the base. We created that funnel absolutely perfectly, and we are going to be pushing straight into this base here from this right hand section. But if we stop it there, as the hogs start to come in from the right, you can see we've taken down about 40% of this base with the P.E.K.K.A., Wall Wrecker and our heroes. So now I've got massive value there from the kill squad, and that's one of the most important things with this attack, is to just really get as much value as you can. Going to be using a heal spell nice and early to get these hogs over on the right hand side through this wizard tower. We are then going to start sprinkling in a few from the bottom section to merge up with this big group that's pushing down from the top section of the base, and that heal spell is going to be able to encompass pretty much all of our hogs there. We're also going to be bringing a loon over in on this mortar just to get that down, to make sure our hogs continue pathing the way that we need them to. The queen is going to get a little bit more value. She is on quite low health there, so we will need to keep an eye on her. The last of the heal spells gets us through that wizard tower and should get us through that multi-target inferno as well. It looks like most of those hogs were eating up the multi-target inferno beams, and it meant that the queen could come in behind and just help finish this off. So this one not quite as overwhelming as we have seen some of the P.E.K.K.A. hog attacks from D-Crew, and in that video you can see just how overwhelming it was, in some of them nearly swagging 1 or 2 heal spells. So really strong if you can pull it off right. But you can see Nerve was easily pretty much able to do this. Plenty of cleanup wizards, still got the queen going strong in the middle, and a couple of hog riders in there too to finish off and start this video off with a nice 3-star there. So without further ado, let's go and take a look at another very nice triple at Town Hall 10. And the next one is another very familiar name if you guys have watched many of the D-Crew videos, their league stuff. P.E.K.K.A. coming in here, and it's with a very nice Lalo attack. So we are going to see a bit of a queen charge Lalo in on this one, and as everyone knows, Lalo has stolen my heart, especially at Town Hall 13. If you do one of those at Town Hall 13, you're in my good books for sure. And well, fingers crossed, we are going to be seeing a lot of them in the new Alpha League. If you guys want to join, it's a 1v1 league. You can check out the Discord server in the description. I also released a video on it if you would like more information. But you can see P.E.K.K.A. is going to be using a jump spell here to get our queen into that base. We have cleared a really nice funnel at this over on this left hand section, and we have the king with the help of a bowler over on this right hand section, just creating that funnel, doing a great job. The poison spell is going to be able to deal with that enemy loon from the clan castle and then catch the majority of those lava pups as well. Rage spell goes down just to get this queen really pushing on through this base. We are really aiming here to try and get that multi-target inferno down, as well as that enemy queen. Super important that we get those down, and it looks like our queen is going to jump onto the enemy queen there and start sniping away. We get her down, and we are now going to start with our Lalo potion coming in from this top left hand section of the base. The queen going to continue through this base, should be able to grab the air defense hopefully over here on the right hand side, although she is going to take a lot of fire onto her. A couple of haste spells are going to propel these balloons straight on through this base, going to freeze up perfect placement there on that freeze spell, just catching that multi-target Inferno. Another freeze goes down, this time catching the Archer Tower as well. So precision placement on those freezes, and it's going to mean that this Stone Slammer really could do some work for us on the back end of this one. Most of our loons are going to be taken out there, and unfortunately that jump spell there for the Queen did run out, so the Queen's going to be stuck shooting on a wall for a little bit. Our Stone Slammer are going to pop up the top section, and unfortunately our loons decide to come down. We could have really used them going up, getting rid of this air defense before coming down, but it looks like our Queen is going to try and deal with this enemy king over on the bottom section of the base. We do have to pop her ability, and it looks like she is going to do most of the cleanup work over here on the bottom section of this base for us. Plenty of cleanup troops swinging around the top as well. We've got plenty of lava pups and minions in there, and you can see the Queen. What's she doing? She's shooting on a wall, as she loves to do. To be fair, there's no other way for her to get through, but I feel like every attack when there's a Queen charge or a Queen walk, anything like that, you just see her. She shoots on a wall here, there, and everywhere, and she's like, walls are my favourite, you know, thing to shoot at. But she's going to do the cleanup work for us here on the back end. A couple of like minions and lava pups, like I said, going to clear up from the top right hand section. But the final building goes down, and Apricot able to pick up a really nice triple using a Queen Charge Lalo attack. So it's time to move on to some Town Hall 11 triples, and this time we are heading back down to the ground with some old-fashioned P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers. So we now have Fresh coming in here against this base. Twilight Dreamer going to be coming in, and I don't think they're going to be dreaming much about Fresh absolutely destroying this base. And can I say that all of the 3 stars I am showing in this video were all tripled on the first hit, so they were all Fresh hits. Good name there. And yeah, so I just wanted to say really strong stuff coming in from D-Crew, really showing just how OP they are. They were 1 star off that picking up that infamous perfect war, but they did a really good job here, absolutely showing up Phoenix Legacy by 10 stars, like I said. But we are going to be bringing the P.E.K.K.A.s and the bowlers straight into this base. The Queen actually taking a huge amount of fire at the start, so we do have to pop her ability. That Rage Spell is going to finally encompass those healers, so yep, the healers bring that Queen back up to full health. A perfect Warden's ability there is going to pretty much catch all of our troops in the middle of the base. It looks like this King is going to do a little bit of damage to our wizards that are walking around this left hand side of the base, but the funnel has definitely been created for these P.E.K.K.A.s and these bowlers, and we're going to continue pressing them on through the base. We see a cheeky little minion going to start some cleanup work over on this right hand side, but this looks incredibly overwhelming right here. The healers in the center really not getting taken out, so they are bringing all these troops right back up to full health. The max Hog Riders doing a massive amount of work as well, and just look how incredibly OP this attack was. Everything went completely as planned for Fresh, and it doesn't look like they've actually lost any bowlers at all. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 P.E.K.K.A.s, it looks like, potentially even 6 P.E.K.K.A.s in the base. So some incredible stuff here from Fresh. Those Hog Riders going to skip up and deal with that Wizard Tower, the final building going down, and we've pretty much still got our whole army left on the screen here. So a really strong Town Hall 11 attack there coming in from Fresh with a Fresh triple. And we are going to be taking a look now at another Town Hall 11 triple, and this time we are going back up to the air with a Lalo. And the next one we see coming in here is from Sinan, and we're going to be starting with a minion up here on the Town Hall, just to make sure, you know, we pick up that star from the Town Hall, because if all things fail, at least we'll have that 1 star in the bag. We see the King and the Queen coming in over here from the left hand side. We see a test wall breaker coming in, and then we freeze up that multi-target Inferno and get the rest of these wall breakers in. The Queen is looking to try and take out as much of this left hand side of the base as she can, and the King doing a great job over here on this bottom section, cleaning out a lot of these structures and pulling that clan castle nice and early. So as the Queen continues her path, she should be able to take down that clan castle before it does too much work. And we can see the Queen going to take out that elixir storage, and like I said, she's going to try and deal with that expo, but the clan castle troops are going to come over and hold her up for a little bit of time. We poison up that balloon there from the clan castle, because as everyone knows, that balloon can do a huge amount of work if it's left unchecked. We take out the lava hound, and the Queen is then going to take out that balloon nice and quickly. Poison spell was really well placed. We take out the majority of these lava pups with that poison spell. Our Queen going to continue pressing on through. Unfortunately, one of our healers actually catching a Seeking Ermine, and it looks like that balloon is actually going to tank for all 3. Yep, 1, 2, and 3 of those eagle shots. So it's really a bit lucky there that our queen didn't take those in the face, but she's going to continue pressing on through this base. The jump spell giving her access, committing a huge amount of spells to this queen charge. So we have to make sure that we get the value, and oh, we do have to pop her ability there, but it means we are going to be able to get that eagle down with it only shooting off one more shot. And we are now going to get our Lalo portion in from the top section of the base. We see the Warden coming in there as well. And that minion is just about finished with the Town Hall, trying its absolute best to get it down. We see the Stone Slammer appearing over here from the right hand side of the base. But unfortunately, the Sweeper in the center of the base is really holding up these balloons that have just came through for... If I can talk, these balloons that have just came through from the Town Hall section, they just could not get onto these defenses. That Sweeper just kept pushing them back and pushing them back. But we have one haste to get these balloons through the bottom section of the base. It looks like we actually ended up losing our queen over here, but she got a really good amount of value. We actually popped the Warden's ability here on the back end, and there's only a couple of defenses that can catch these balloons on the back end. We're going to sneak a balloon over here in on this archer tower, and will we be able to get it down? Oh, yes, we are able to get it down, and there's plenty of cleanup troops in the base here. Sorry, my commentaries have been a bit all over the place. It's been a bit of a hectic day, and as everyone knows, this coronavirus is really throwing everything off, but I'm trying my best to get as many videos recorded for you guys as I can. So I appreciate the guys from D Crew allowing me to come in and record this, even if my commentary's a little bit off compared to usual. But without further ado, we have one attack left, and it is another Lalo. I've really been enjoying these Lalos from the D Crew guys, and they know that, so if they can Lalo a base, they will try and do it for me. But it's a Town Hall 12 Lalo. Let's go and take a look. So the last one, like I said, it's a Town Hall 12 Lalo, and we see Bibi coming in here over here. Going to be starting on the right hand side of the base. We see the king coming in with a Coco Loon in for that baby dragon as well. We want to try and get as much value out of the baby dragon as possible. As I say that, of course, a Seeking Air Mine pops up and takes care of it. But we see an Ice Golem out in front because we are going to be suing our heroes straight into that Town Hall. We get the Clan Castle pull right there, and we will need to throw the poison spell down. It is slightly delayed, but we need our king really to take down that Town Hall nice and quickly before it does too much damage. We are going to be able to get it down, and the poison spell takes out the majority of the enemy Clan Castle troops right there. Looks like we're actually also going to be starting our king with a giant out in front to tank for her over on this bottom section of the base. So a really strategic Lalo coming in here from BB of D Crew. We see the Stone Slammer also coming in nice and early. A lot of the time with the Lalo hits, you see that coming in on the back end, or you'll see a blimp coming in. But this Archer Queen has been able to pick up the air defense on the bottom section. Should be able to grab a little bit more value as well. We are going to rage up whatever comes out of that Clan Castle. It looks like we have the majority of it is balloons, but we have a couple or a dragon in the mix as well. And the queen somehow clinging on to dear life there is going to be able to catch a little bit of that rage spell as well. And the Lalo portion of this attack now coming in from the bottom section of the base as well as the left hand side. And again, we are going to be fighting right against this air sweeper. The haste spell doing a decent job at allowing these balloons to get on through really quickly. We only have one haste left, but we have quite a few freeze spells, which BB is going to be using here on this multi-target Inferno. I'm guessing probably going to freeze up that wizard tower as well. Really lucky, in fact, there that all three of those eagle shots missed the balloons. That could have been really deadly and could have done a huge amount of damage. Tornado Trap is going to hold up our balloons for quite a long time here, but they are going to be able to get through that and get onto that single target Inferno. We freeze up that air defense over here on the top section of the base and allow the 2 or 3 balloons that were on it to just take it down. If it had been left unchecked, it might have taken those down, and then it could have sniped off the other balloons coming on through. But the Warden actually doing a huge amount of work here as well. I always think the jump from Town Hall 11 to Town Hall 12 with the Warden from 20 to 40 is a really big jump. And if you can get him up there, he's really valuable. So a really nice attack coming in from BB at the end of this video. Like I said in that previous attack at the end, I really appreciate all the support on the channel, everyone coming through. If we could aim for 10 likes on this video, that would be awesome. I know my commentary's been a little bit off, so bear with me as I try and pick it up a bit. I've recorded video after video after video, so it's been really full on, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Subscribe if you haven't already, why not? If you've made it all the way to this time in the video, just hit that subscribe button, like too, and let me know in the comments, are you rooting for D Crew in the MLCW? I certainly am. and I look forward to seeing some more action from them in the future. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video, whenever that might be. Peace.